The Southside Slayer, Unmasking a Serial Killer. In the 1980s and 1990s, the city of Los Angeles was terrorized by a series of unsolved murders that came to be known as the Southside Slayer killings. The victims, mostly young women, were brutally assaulted and murdered, creating an atmosphere of fear and frustration in the affected communities. Here's the timeline of terror. 1. The first known victim, 15-year-old Deborah Jackson, was found strangled and sexually assaulted in an alley. This marked the beginning of a string of similar crimes. 2. The killings escalated, with additional victims found in various neighborhoods of South Los Angeles. The modus operandi included sexual assault, strangulation, and the dumping of bodies in alleyways or abandoned areas. 3. The Southside Slayer targeted vulnerable women, often engaging in sex work or struggling with addiction. The victim's socioeconomic status and personal challenges complicated the investigation, as many cases went unreported initially. The investigation challenges of the case. 1. Many of the victims lived on the fringes of society, making their disappearances and murders less likely to be reported promptly. This delayed the start of investigations and hindered the collection of crucial evidence. 2. The vast and diverse landscape of South Los Angeles posed challenges for investigators. The crimes spanned different neighborhoods, making it difficult to establish a specific pattern or identify a consistent crime scene. 3. Forensic technology in the 1980s and 1990s was not as advanced as it is today. Limited DNA analysis capabilities and forensic databases made it challenging to link cases or definitively connect evidence to a single perpetrator. Here's the investigators' notes and theories on the case. 1. Some investigators theorized that the Southside Slayer might be multiple individuals or a copycat killer. The varying circumstances surrounding the murders fueled speculation that different perpetrators could be operating in the same area. 2. Investigators explored potential connections between the Southside Slayer and other infamous serial killers operating in the region during the same time, such as the Grim Sleeper or the Southside Strangler. However, conclusive links remained elusive. 3. Geographic profiling was employed to identify possible areas where the killer might reside or operate. This method aimed to predict the offender's likely base by analyzing the locations of the crimes. However, the transient nature of the victims complicated these efforts. 4. Recognizing the importance of community involvement, investigators engaged in outreach programs to build trust and encourage witnesses to come forward. This approach aimed to overcome the historical mistrust between law enforcement and the affected communities. The unresolved questions. The Southside Slayer case remains open, with many questions unanswered. Families of the victims seek closure, and the legacy of fear still lingers in the neighborhoods where the crimes occurred. As forensic technology continues to advance, there is hope that new leads may emerge, shedding light on one of Los Angeles' most elusive and haunting mysteries. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and leaving a comment with your thoughts.